You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Perspective. I can't talk this evening.
That's all right.
No, we welcome everybody to the show. We're excited. We got a good one right now. So at the beginning of every show, we always want to let everyone know that the premise of our platform is right there in the name. This is about your perspective. So we anticipate and invite everyone to share their opinions, their point of views, and we always want to keep in mind that a different perspective, a different point of view doesn't mean that either person is right or wrong. It just simply proves that it's different. And as we all know that we all have a plethora of different ideas from our lived experiences. So we want to keep that in mind. So, don't get offended, just be open-minded, take that in, because we think when we share our different lived experiences, our different perspectives, that it actually brings us closer together as a community. So we're excited to be here tonight, and we have a great show. And tonight, the title and what we'll be talking about is Love at First Sight. Is it fact or fiction? Is it real or fake? Is it good or okay? No, I got it. I'm sorry.
You went too far.
Is it fact or fiction? And before we kind of roll into that, for those who may be new, I'm Eric Butler, aka the Intellect. Many people call, and I'm going to give you the things that have been shared with me. Been called a Renaissance man. So, my lived experiences kind of give me the knowledge or the perspectives that I share. I've done a lot. I've been in talent acquisition or in the HR department for over 17 years. I have a bit of a sports background. I'm a father, a grandfather, and I'll bring everything that I have to the table. So with that, I'll pass the mic over to my co-host. We'll start with Keisha.
Hello, everybody. Again, I am Keisha, or Kilolo. And I have a colorful past like Eric, but hey, I am a mother. I am a grandmother. My grandbabies are 8 and 2. They're so wonderful. They're my whole world. And just ready to get started. I'm glad to be here. I know my Wi-Fi acted up last week, y'all. I'm sorry, but glad to be here tonight and clear. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me?
Absolutely.
Yep. Okay.
Tomorrow. Before noon.
He said before noon. That's for the loyal listeners.
Yeah.
Eric can get married
tomorrow. Right. They have to go back and listen to some of the other ones if they want to know the details on that.
Yeah, he can get married tomorrow.
Hey, Rhonda.
Allow me to pass it to Toya.
Hi, so my name is Latoya. I am a licensed professional counselor. I'm an author. I have an event coming up. So if you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, please come and see me at my event. It's called the Unstuck Conference. We're going to be learning how to alleviate your negative mindsets and get you unstuck. That event is going to be March 18th. At Dwell 247, which is a event space in Arlington. But all that information you can get at the link in my bio on my Instagram. My Instagram is Latoya the Therapist. I'm married to Mr. Jay Gilliard, who is always in the comment section. We have 3 children and a puppy. Because I'm gonna always talk about my puppy because we have a love-hate relationship.
He'll probably be barking in a minute.
Will.
All right. So with that being said, Doc, thank you for that. And I really do encourage everyone, if you do have the opportunity, definitely check out Doc's page, her information. I think you'll be surprised at what you'll the value you can really find in following her content, listening to her, and definitely her book. And then this event that is coming up. So definitely encourage you to do that. And if you can attend, definitely share it with someone. Be a help.
And the book is The Wife's Guide to Beating
the Side Chick. Yes. It's my love letter to wives, because people are always like, marriage is hard, but they don't really tell you what's hard about marriage. And you don't really know until you get into it. And so I just feel like it's my love letter to wives. Like, this is what we got to do. This is where we at. So
Absolutely. So some of these speaking of wives and marriages, let me ask the question: do you think some of them got into that because they fell in love at first sight?
They fell in lust at first sight.
That's what it was.
I don't think so. I don't think love, like real, true, unconditional, agape love, I don't think you can get that at first sight.
I agree.
Not from a person. I don't think a person can provide agape love.
I think parents can to their children.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
I give it to a grandmother or a great grandmother. Parents, nah, y'all be wanting to slide to the kids. Y'all
Definitely.
Y'all done ignored them kids before.
Yeah, it's FTK over here. No, I'm totally kidding.
Let's just keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. They too close.
But I love them. Like, I'm jumping in front of a bullet, a bus, a train. Like, they're my people. But it do be FTK.
Yeah, but ain't nothing like that grandma, that grandparent love. Like, you forget them kids. Them kids don't even
think about it. A grandmother would jump on her child about her child's child. I didn't see it in action.
Mm-hmm.
My daddy just got on me the other day about my 18-year-old.
See what I'm saying?
He was like, little girl, you don't talk to her like that.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you,
she the
two. Because my son called me with my grandson because he told the teacher what she was saying was bullshit. And I asked my grandbaby, is what she said was bullshit? He said, yes, ma'am, get the phone back to your dad. Okay, he said what he felt. Don't call me trying to make me be the bad guy. You know, it was bullshit.
Man, so that really kind of lends into, that opens up another door when she says, you know, when we talk about love, I know we're kind of joking about agape love, but, you know, love in general, I think it's still up for debate. And it really depends on what, maybe where your societal, spiritual, religion background and foundation is really rooted in, that what the definition you take in regards to what love is, because I think that would have a very big impact on what that definition is, or whether it can be at first sight or not.
Well, I personally just don't believe in that love at first sight stuff. I don't. And like Toya said, it could be, it could definitely be lust. There's just not, there hasn't been anything, even when I was married, that moved me about any man to where I can say, oh my God, oh, you know, I'm just all starry-eyed and all that stuff, that I fell in love at first sight. You had to earn my love. Because I'm not going to say I love you, you know, that quick. I still don't really say it. Like, so, no, it's got to be some work involved with that.
I think earn my love. I think that's interesting. Say more about that, Key.
That means, okay, you have to demonstrate everything that I think is a good character trait. I mean, don't get me wrong, things will be reciprocated, but like, you have to stay within this particular course. You know what I mean? Don't just, I think we were talking about the whole just kind of chilling at the house type thing. Don't go change when we get together. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let that be the bait. And then you reel me in, and then when you get me in, you just turn into this whole different person. You don't want to take a bath. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to brush your teeth. You know, like, it's you know, so many different things that you would do to attract somebody.
Yeah,
so,
I think that tickles, because that's an extreme. I'm like, who thinks someone's going to stay with them and they stop washing their ass and brushing their teeth?
Mhm.
Like
That's
it's just not going
real
to. I don't.
wild.
Yeah, and maybe, and I'm not going to say that doesn't happen or can't happen. I'm pretty sure it can, but I
Mhm.
think it usually falls in the realm of if you find them with a 6-pack and then the next year at the same time they pot belly, that might not be what you're attracted to, so that can cause that type of issue. Or
But
if you
but
really love beards and then he just jump up and try to goatee it on you, and you like, I don't even like goatees.
but
Is that
nothing
attraction
beats
or is that love?
No, that's attraction.
and see, and to me, nothing beats a good dad bod.
I like a
So
dad bod too.
a little pot belly here and there, that's fine.
Not too daddy though. Like I don't want you to look pregnant, but
right. Don't be stuck all the way out and then it be tight. Don't be that hard, tight fat. You know what I'm saying? Be that mushy fat that you can like work out and turn into muscle to where if I fall asleep on you, I'll nestle up, like
She said she want to nestle into the belly. If it's hard like a rock, it's a no-go.
But if I can lay like this and that belly don't move, that's a problem.
She said that's a problem.
Because it shrinks your dick size.
What? Oh, okay, yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, do you think does it really shrink that, or is
you can't go forth
perspective based on size?
You can't go forth and prosper. You know what I'm saying? You can't go all the way in there because your belly in the way. And then you get winded, you're out of breath. It could be so many other problems. So no, it's okay. I ain't with all that love at first sight stuff. I'm good.
I think we kind of understand. I don't think love at first sight. I think it can happen, but
Jeff said it happened. Jeff said it happened to him. He said it was love at first sight when I first saw Toya.
Chad, please, you just tried.
I told y'all when we was backstage, I said it was at first sight for him. That's the only person it's happened to. I don't know. I be thinking it's lust at first sight.
Yeah, because you be trying to.
I mean, but is would you say lust is a part of love? But so let's talk about this. I think love. One, I don't think love is a feeling. I think it's a decision.
It's a verb. Love is an action.
Yeah, and I'm unpacking the wagon. So I think it's a decision. I think you have to decide to be patient, to be long-suffering, to not keep account of offense. You have to make up your mind that this is the person that I'm going to protect, I'm going to give provision to, that I'm going to connect to. This is who I'm going to attack our goals and whatever the world throws at us together. I'm not going to let harm come to them. I'm going to make sure that they're okay. And you have to decide to do that, which is an action. And those are actions. So I'm not disagreeing with Doc right now. I think those things align, and not to just get into the nuances of the word, but it's definitely something you have to make a decision on. It's not a feeling, because I mean, love is, man, it's hard because people are not lovable all the time. So that kind of lends into the lust. But I think you can see a person. I mean. Now that lends into think, do you think there's not any, what was Adam and Eve's relationship like? Was that love at first sight? Sound like the way he said, ooh, flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone. Come here.
Yeah, but they was the only two people up in that thing.
I just think, was she the only one?
Like they had no choice. He didn't have nothing to compare it to.
Because he didn't got nothing to do with whether it was love at first sight or not.
It was convenience.
Yeah. He didn't have no other option.
Eve ugly. That's what
I mean. I'm hoping she was fine, but he had nothing else to compare it to.
We can only go on the information in which we have been provided, which is him saying, "Ooh, flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone," because he didn't know any difference. No way. He didn't have nobody at first.
That's what we were saying. Right.
He didn't even complain. It was the Most High that said, "You know what? It ain't no good for man to be alone. Let me give him something."
But
See what I'm saying?
A lot of men don't complain.
It was love at first sight.
A lot of men don't complain because
it had to be love.
because it don't have no face. They just be trying to get some bust nut. And you said earlier about the attacking goals and stuff. That, I mean, I get that, but you also want to be looking at somebody that you can attack and make sweet love to as well.
I agree with that. I think that has to be an attraction piece, but we talked about that before. Like, if I can't hold your hand down the street and let people see me hold your hand down the street, I can't be with you, because I don't want to be ashamed. We walking down the street and I see somebody I know and I drop your hand. So you got to be easy on the eye, right? But I don't know that it's love. Like, I'm not willing to inconvenience myself for you upon first meeting you. I'm not willing to attack goals with you upon first meeting you. I'm not willing to be long suffering and all that eloquent definition that you gave, intellect. Like, I'm not going to do all that upon first meeting you.
That's because you're a woman.
No. And then on top of that, we got to get to know you first.
Y'all been programmed to be chased, to be put on pedestals. Everybody need to come and succumb to you and, you know, grant your wishes and prove themselves. And it's in nature. It's in nature. Like lions, like peacocks, they got to come and dance for the girl. You know what I mean? I think praying mantis, you got to bring certain spiders. The male spider got to bring her the juiciest bug. Y'all have just been catered to in that way. You know what I mean? So,
but then again, like Toya said, I mean, I got to be able to be seen with you. And then on top of that, we also have to look at whether or not you was a hoe in your previous life, because he could drop my hand because he probably didn't see 4 or 5 women that he done boned. So it's like, it's a lot that goes into it. We can't just look at you and be like, ooh, daddy, you know. Now, it's easy, I think, for men to fall in love at first sight because that's territory that they have not conquered. But then, like a woman, we got to think about, okay, what is she side-eyeing?
No.
Hold on. Why is she side-eyeing me? You know, or then women now, they crazy. They go in your inbox and try to tell you about your man. So no, I mean, it's to I guess for us, not necessarily we have to, be chaste. I don't think. I mean, that could be that's a part of it. But we also have to look out for ourselves too. Because a lot of these men be the one out there spreading, VD and burning and stuff. We gotta be careful.
Yeah, they got VD and they burn it, but where they get it from? How they get burned?
They probably got it from some other man. Who knows? We don't know. We gotta watch out for down low brothers.
I can't. Okay.
I'm not.
That's what I'm saying. I know. I know. That's crazy.
Mm.
But
it goes back to him being a hoe.
No, because you know where he got it from?
But that's not the point. We talking about something totally different right now.
I'm sorry, that's the main point. But no, we'll keep it in the perspective that women also, they lust after men. I've seen a woman. I've seen a woman see a guy, go get that guy, and not leave that guy's side.
Ooh.
Like I just met him that night. You the one. You the one. You the one.
You know what? I follow this. She is just cute, and I just love her and her family. And I say little because she's younger than me and she's tiny. But she said she met her husband and they met like in college at some, I want to say maybe like a probate or something. And there are pictures of her like hanging on him. And she's like, I'm telling him he my husband, and he laughing. Now they married with 2 kids. And she said it.
And I'm telling you, it goes down. I think love at first sight is possible, but it's an outlier. It's an anomaly. It's not the norm. It's not in general, but it is feasible.
That's a waste of time.
It's working for itty bitty.
That's
they cute too.
That's one person, and then we don't know. They probably
Jeff fell in love at first sight. It's working for him.
They probably have a problem
that's true.
And not putting their business out there. We don't know. We don't know people.
But what part of that? But But I mean, it was love at first sight. Now, if you know, can you fall out of love? Anything?
Yeah,
'Cause
and we didn't say nothing
individuals-
about staying together.
Yeah,
We just said can you love at first
individuals
sight.
go the route that Keisha's talked about. No, I got to analyze them. I'm going to evaluate, build rapport, see that they have the type of character I'm looking for, and then phase off. But I don't. That's a different. That's a different conversation, I guess.
But Eric, if they can spank it good, some of that stuff can be overlooked.
I'm not overlooking none of that.
I mean, like the whole, like, you know, analyzing and stuff like that. If he can spank it good and like you decide you want to do that on the first date and like he blow your mind, not you, Eric, but he blow your mind, then some of that analyzing stuff can be overlooked and you might fall in love.
Now
That's not at first sight, though.
Yeah, that ain't. No, we talking about like you see somebody, you like, I gotta have that, and you go after.
That's lust. But the lust is like, I gotta have that. You gotta have like sex, like that's lust.
Mm-hmm. Bingo. Do you believe in love at first sight? Have you ever fallen in love with somebody at first sight, Eric?
Oh no.
No, you haven't. Okay.
Said, oh no.
You know, it was the way he said it. Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, absolutely not. Any men on here? Have y'all ever fought other than Mr. Gilliard, of course? Have y'all ever fallen in love at first sight? Any men in the comments?
Mr. Gill, you did. He said.
No, I said other than Mr. Gilliard.
Oh, other than Mr. Gill. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Or any women? No.
No, I think no, because in the comments, Rhonda says it's just lust.
That's right, sis. Hey, Rhonda.
And here's another thing. Why is this is kind of deviating, but not necessarily, because I think we keep coming to the conclusion that love at first sight is really not love at first sight. It's lust at first sight.
Nope, not me.
Is lust bad? Is lust bad?
It depends.
I don't think lust is bad.
Hey, Theodore. Oh.
Like you said, Keisha, lust is why they say. Theodore says, and we have been friends for 40 years. Wait, what?
But they
Mr. Mo.
Theodore says Theodore said, yes.
Theodore.
And then Ronnie said, nope, not me. Randy said, except for her.
He's so cap. Y'all don't just no.
He's so what? He's so cap.
But
I appreciate you adding spice to the comment section. I appreciate
Randy bringing it. Yeah, he was MIA on me last couple of times. I felt bad. I was looking No, so I guess lust at first sight. That's a fact.
Yeah, you can see somebody and be like, I want that. I'm finna get some of that. Gotta have that. That's lust, though. That's not love.
And then later on, you find out it was a complete disappointment. I mean, you didn't waste no love.
You didn't waste no love.
You didn't waste no love. You saw, that he couldn't deliver. So then you be like, damn.
I don't think. I mean, now could it take a long time for somebody to get your love?
Well, that's true.
Yeah, because Keith said they gotta work for hers.
You got to earn it.
She said that.
Yeah, that's why it's gonna be hard for me, because I'm not jumping through no hoops. I'm just not doing it.
And that doesn't require jumping through hoops.
Like,
you're telling me that you would quit washing your ass and brushing your teeth? I mean, I'm like something.
That's not hoop. That's not hoop.
So
well,
let me
define that. That's not hoop jumping. That's not what I mean.
Right. So it's not necessarily jumping through hoops. It's just keeping up with the things that you did to pull me in.
That's basic hygiene. That's not.
Absolutely.
He should do that for himself. You know what I'm saying? Not
you would think.
When I mean,
you would think.
And when I mean, Jay says I had to work for Toya's love.
Bingo, amigo.
He said, but she didn't have to work for mine.
Yeah, he lying. I worked.
You did?
I mean, I did a little something.
Why he ain't got to lie? He ain't got to lie.
She said she did a little something.
did a little something.
You ain't got to lie.
Like what you do? If you don't mind me asking, if they too.
You know, I was cooking and cleaning and cooking. No, I'm just kidding.
Come on, I'm like Jay for to be like, he was like to break his index finger trying to answer that.
But that's a good thing.
We already know.
That's a good thing.
No, but it's different. Y'all were younger, right? Well, no. Yeah, y'all
we've
were
been
younger.
together like 11, 12 years at this point.
So
because
we
that's a different energy, a different time.
Yes.
2 children less, like different space.
Hence me saying, like I'm not that age. I'm older. Certain hoops I ain't jumping through. Like we should know better.
But what's a hoop though? Like, can we talk about what's a hoop?
Yeah, define that, because I'm
and here's the thing. I'm not saying that you need to jump through any. I just want to know, like,
let's do this. What would be, and because we have 2 ladies, what would be your expectation? Because Keisha kind of hit on it earlier on, she's going to look at character things, right? There are certain things that she looks for that needs to be in line. So what are those must-haves, or what are your expectations from someone who is pursuing you and you know, hey, they're serious about me and we're in a relationship and they're pursuing you? What would be some of your expectations from that man?
He needs to bring
but hold on a minute. I'm sorry, Toya. Hold on one second. What's a hoop for you? Because you're forming that into a question, which I don't mind.
I know, and I did that on purpose.
We want to know what's a hoop for Eric.
Latoya, what was you saying when you started?
Wow, avoidance. That's a hoop.
So what I was saying was, you got to bring, and I didn't have this language back then, but bring me peace. Like lighten the load.
Mm-hmm.
That's how, because I'm an acts of service type of person all day, every day. Acts of service is my love language. And so acts of service, big or small, take the trash out.
Mm-hmm.
You saw that I was running low on eggs. You know, I got a baby. We eat eggs every day. Bring me some eggs, you know, lighten the load.
See, none of
but
that.
I don't think that's a hoop.
That exactly. Now, but I knew Latoya was going to, because to me, those are tangible, like serious things when you're in a date, something that really matters to you to have some. But this will be your opportunity, because y'all got on me about me not what I was saying superficial. Y'all wanted me to pinpoint and detail superficial or surface level things. But you know, some people want you to just do some
no comment.
He did.
He knew how to love with understanding. He knew what he was going after. You got to do it with understanding.
Hey, Alexis.
But in that sense, and I was hoping Keisha would share like her list of those things, because I knew there would be some contrast there which I would be able to identify. Like, yes, I think that's a hoop, or I don't think that's a hoop. And
so you really just know a hoop when you see one.
Thank you.
Thank you. So you just saying
it's not this generalized thing that like every human being does, every one person does. It's really more circumstance. Like you can look at a situation and be like, you want me to do what?
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, I need you to juggle. I need you to be just entertaining me at all times. You need to drop everything when I say come. And they're not even considerate of like where you may be, what you may be doing. There's no reciprocity in the operation or in that or in the union. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm pursuing you. Okay, do this. Okay, do this again. Now do some more. Hoop jumping is what I call it.
Okay. So there was a question. Let me find it. Can you go from lust to love? I think so. I think it starts with lust, because here's the thing. Like, let's just keep it a bean. You at the grocery store, the Target, or wherever you at, right? And you see somebody, you don't think they're attractive. You're not gonna fall in love with them because you're not gonna give them the time of day.
Mm-hmm.
But you at that same target and you see somebody and you like, okay. Spark up a conversation. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Now y'all in love. But it started with lust.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just one look.
So yes, I think you can go from lust to love. That's my answer. What y'all think?
You
What
can
about
look at
what about
somebody.
that guy that don't give up? Because I've heard women say he just was persistent.
Yeah, but that just go from that's convenience. Like he stayed around and you made him anything that you.
He was willing to jump through them hoops.
There you go.
Well, I believe you can go from that lust to love, but because like you said, Toy, you can see somebody, and then of course your mind starts wondering, like, you haven't even asked this guy any questions yet, but then your mind starts wondering, and you start thinking about all the things you can do, or maybe he can do to you, or whatever. And then, boom, yeah, not for you yet, to you, because he be fine.
Definitely can go from lust to love.
I think so.
What did that say? I didn't even see.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I said Alexis says facts definitely can go from lust to love.
I agree. I definitely agree.
What you think? Eric, what do you think?
What could it go from lust to love?
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't disagree with you on that, because you got to be attracted to the person to get there. I think my only other anomaly was like what I said, like somebody that's persistent, like I ain't lusting
like
at
they
them.
just never went away. So I know a couple.
What's the movie with the Halle Berry, and the creepy white dude that used to date Angelina Jolie?
Oh, that's
Billy Bob
Swing
Thornton.
Blade. No,
Billy
it was
Bob Thornton.
Monsters Ball.
Monsters Ball.
Monsters Ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She wasn't lusting after him, but he got her because he relieved a lot of stress and situation, picking her up out the
He was
rain.
around and she wanted to feel good.
Yes, and then they became a item, and she didn't even trip when she saw that he was the execution of a baby daddy.
But he was there when her son got hit by that car. Of course, so she probably just reaching out, bless her heart. But he delivered. So, and like you said, he did. Take her some of the
burden. It didn't start out with lust, but you know what? Looking at the movie, I don't know if it was love, but I think she was feeling that way. Like, I think it's if somebody can provide you a certain level of mental, emotional relief, financial relief, because that takes the stress off. Mm-hmm. You can become very appreciative of that. And if they show an effort of protection and you feel safe and secure with them, that I think that can generate love and a commitment to that person, and it'll surpass lust, in my opinion. Theodora says some people just wear you down, and you give them a chance, and with the things they do and say makes you give them a chance.
I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can be. I think a plethora.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Doc.
I just think anybody that you spend that much time with, it doesn't always have to start from lust. That's not what I'm ever saying. But I think you start spending that much time with somebody, they putting gas in your car and you hate putting gas in your car. They talking to you about the housewives and you love the housewives. Y'all sitting up eating shit. Like eventually y'all can get to a place and you can fall in love.
Did she just say y'all sitting up eating chicken?
Did
I'm pulling the page out of Brother Gillian's book.
He said watching Housewives. I'm like, I hope you don't watch Housewives. But
even if you're not, so
no, he might not be into it, but he would.
But he's into it for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
We got some more comments.
Hey, Kim. A level of security will allow you to open up. Mm-hmm. This is true. Mm-hmm. This is true.
Yeah, I think anybody that you spend
do you think it would be? do you think it's more prevalent do you think it's more prevalent on the men's side or the women's side?
What? Lust?
I know people are going to typically think men, but yes, the lust.
I don't know. I think women be lusting too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Doc. I appreciate you, Doc.
Yeah, we certainly do.
Theodore says, Latoya, I agree with you. That was my life, and it's awesome now.
See?
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And
Sorry,
Kimberly says women, I think, yeah, because they will definitely. I just said yeah. Yeah, because I have.
Okay.
Definitely men. And
I think men I think men are just more out loud with their lust.
Mm-hmm.
I think women are a little bit more muted in their lust.
Because women run the whole gamut. They do it. It's from the beginning of time. They've turned the neck of the head of the man to do what it is that they wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And what was the thing that they typically used it as?
And then again, women aren't going to be that outspoken about lust either, because we don't want to look, we don't want the person that we lusting after to think any other way towards us. Now, they don't need to know in the beginning that we are freaking the sheets and and a lady in the street. That's learned behavior. That's something that he got to work his way into.
Right.
So, now we're not going to put that out there. I don't think I would. Not immediately. I know I wouldn't do that. But
right.
Not
and I'm gonna say, no, you would. You don't operate that way. Alexis says, yes, women can lust, but we need other key factors to feel any type of way. And then Aaron Doja says, women are more undercover in lust.
Doja, don't get on here with that. I mean, it's true. But don't get on here.
Mr. J. Gillian said, I think it's lust. If there is a sexual desire behind it, but if it's because your smile strikes a chord in your heart, it's different, which is love. Okay, he took it.
So
yeah,
you
he
can
took,
fall in love.
hold on, I'm gonna read in between the lines right here before we go on to Kimberly. Sound like somebody smiled. Mr. J. Gillian was like, love at first sight. I'm gonna have that. What? That's what it sounds like.
I support that.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but that's what it sounds like to me.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Kimberly Mama P says, don't want to look desperate.
Exactly.
But that opens up another canister.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, so because women, so is it because men don't want to look desperate either, but if they don't, it was. Yeah, okay. Read between the lines. So if men are often looked at as desperate, but if they don't shoot their shot, they don't even have a shot.
But why would they be afraid to shoot their shot? Now, me personally, if I see somebody I like, I will approach them. I will. I mean, I still have that fear that, thinking that they think I'm, like, damn, who all this she done talk to? You know what I mean? But I'm still going to put it out there. Say, man, kind of got it going on.
I kind of got it going on.
Yeah,
I like that.
Can I have your number or something? Maybe we can talk about this thing a little later. Player. Boom, boom. Nah, I ain't no player.
Boom, boom.
I just crushed
Sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle out. And I got you.
I should have
known. I'm gonna tell you, I would definitely give you kudos to that, to at least let it be known and don't leave it so ambiguous. People can't read eye contact really that well. I'm going to tell myself I'm not good at reading those keys.
How you going to get married tomorrow?
Mm-mm.
How you gonna get married tomorrow? You got to read the keys.
I do read. I mean, I said I'm not good. I didn't say I miss every key. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't caught all keys. And I'm gonna tell you how I know, because you be like, Eric, well, if you missed the keys, how do you know that you missed those signs and those keys? I have been told by close loved ones. Did you not see something? I was like, nah, I didn't even recognize. And I've been married before. And once we got in the car, you didn't see she was, and then you just sitting there talking. I was just answering the question, So like I said, I speak from experience on most anything you hear me. I promise you, I've been in it or right next to the person in it, and I was able to say, "Ooh." So, Kimberly, go ahead, Keisha. I'm sorry.
All you got to do is sing the song "Come and Talk to Me" by Jodeci.
That's my song.
Come and talk to me. That's what I be telling you. Yeah. I want to meet you. I want to know your name.
Kimberly Mama P says, if you want something, you got to open your mouth.
You got to.
Else, how will the person know?
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Don't get fed. What up?
Hey, dog.
Hello, sir. How you doing?
Man, salute to the Honorable Ivan Dawkins. Dawk up in the building. Appreciate your presence. Alexis says, not Key shooting her shot out here.
Is
She's like what? What?
Close mouth don't get fed. You gotta shoot the shot now.
Okay, so that brings up another point. Okay, Key, so you gonna shoot your shot. But Eric, do you wait for women to approach you or do you go approach them?
I've done both, but what I would lean toward is they have to approach me.
Really?
And that has been the majority of the process. Or if it wasn't that, we were introduced to each other through a third party.
With the intent to date? Like y'all was set up like a
yes, in that fashion. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
So, like, if she approaches you, like what kind of lines would she use? Because I mean, come and talk to me don't work on everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what has a woman said to you that piqued your interest, that approached you?
My ex-wife walked past me, bumped, and I kind of moved. And then it came back through, bumped me again, I moved, and came back a third time, bumped me, and I moved. And then I wasn't, I was not paying attention. They walked right up to me and said, "I've been trying to get your attention this whole time."
Yes.
And I was like, "Oh," I said, I apologize, my bad. And they was like, "You're a very attractive man." I said, "Well, I appreciate that." I said, "You're a very attractive lady."
And it went from there.
She
bumped you 3 times and you didn't?
Probably 4.
I feel away. Okay, so Ivan said.
Okay, I was saying that. Yeah, interesting. But yeah, what did Ivan say?
He said he could get married. He didn't say the marriage would be good, Doc. I'ma holler at him. I don't know how you missed that though. 3 bumps by the same person.
I know that part of it, Doc. I'll have to tell you on the back end because there was a lot.
Tell me, because
it was a lot. I know, Doc. Y'all just don't know. Doc is when I say she's a therapist, she's a therapist. She's good at her job. She digs. She knows how to circle around. Because if I don't want to answer something, I ain't gonna answer it. Then she'll try to reshape it and put it in another form. She's gonna get her answer. She's gonna get her info.
Wait a minute. Please remove this comment. Please take the comment off screen.
Ivan says, "Bump me once, I'm gonna bump you a whole bunch."
Goodbye. Go get in the bed.
See, listen, look.
She said, "This is a true story. This is wild to me."
Yeah.
But anyway, okay. So it was not love at first sight.
I won't lie to the people. I never lie to the people.
She just kept walking around like, "Boop."
Man,
you're like, "Oh, cute."
I bet if he spilled his drink, he would have noticed that bumping.
Nah, I scooted over. Finally, they had to come and just let it be known.
Girl, I'm sorry. Please.
Facts, dog. Bumping and bumping.
Oh, Jesus. The two of them are together again. Good Lord.
Best friends unite in the comment section.
Right.
I
With
see.
our powers combined.
But I mean, ain't nothing wrong with the bumping though if you know what you're doing. So
That
yeah.
part.
Nah,
But,
yeah.
yeah.
So and in that engagement, as I can tell you, it went from there. And we were together for
I
6
tell
years.
you, man.
Y'all together how long?
6 years.
6 years.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What was the question?
And it
He
was
said after that they were together, and I couldn't hear him, and I just said, "How long was y'all together?" And he said 6 years.
Oh, 6 years. Okay, I heard 6 years, but I didn't hear the question. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm just trying to think back to a person that I approached. Like I said, I just walked up to him and just
hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Keisha. What you say?
bumping brings it back. Damn.
She just saying. She put I'm just saying on the end.
Oh,
And Lex say key out of line.
they
I
are
would say
lying
she ain't
here.
even got to bump me. Just think bump.
I'm in
there
there.
like swim well.
Bye, dog. Did I say you go to bed about 5 minutes ago? Oh, listen, that down. Okay.
Oh man.
Oh, it was
I
cute.
love it.
Yeah, I love it too. That's all right with me.
So Key, I'm for real. Like when you've approached somebody, what did you say?
I would just walk up, and and of course say hello. How you doing? Because of course I don't know your name yet. Hello, how you doing? Good. Okay. I'm Keisha. Did you come in with somebody? Because I don't want to step on no toes. I don't want to, be in the way or anything. Okay, cool. Well, can we talk? And then it just pretty much goes from there. That's it. It's never like, oh man, I'm trying to. Hey y'all, whoever that is, just stream your permission to print your name, but it never goes more into anything else. It's just getting to know you type thing. And so, based on that conversation, then you would need to call me because I'm not calling you. I've approached you. So then after that, it's pretty much on you. The next move is on you because I don't know you're interested, and then and then we going as women going back and forth, showing all this interest, and then he just kind of sitting back. Then to me, the roles are reversed, and I want a man. I don't want to be with someone of the same sex. So if you sit up there getting all of the attention and I'm giving it all, something don't feel right about that. So I'm not leave you alone. So yeah, he's definitely got to do his part.
Okay.
So Keisha,
I like it.
when you I'll ask Keisha after. Alexa says, okay, but how do you shoot your shot online?
Slide and go down in the DMs.
Yeah. And then like, if you are online, like the dating site where you can shoot your shot online, and don't I heard this, so I'm just saying it's Bumble because the woman got to make the first move. And you say whatever you want to say.
So you don't like Bumble? Because
I ain't never been on Bumble.
Because the woman has to make the first move. But
the woman has to make the first move on Bumble.
First move, right?
Huh?
You're an advocate of making the first move, right?
Mm-hmm. I am.
Okay. I think she's just saying on the app, on Bumble, the rule is the woman has to go first on that app.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like the men cannot, they can't say anything to you unless you choose them.
Gotcha. I mean, that's safer for women. I think that's good.
And if they act a fool, you can block them and report them.
Gotcha. No, that's important, I think. Ivan says there shouldn't be any rules as to who approaches who. Do what you feel. Transparency is attractive. Mr. J. Gill said that's how me and Toya met online.
Did.
On which site?
Let him tell it I was on all of them, but I think it was Black People Meet.
He said,
I was on a couple though, like for real. No tea, no shade. I was on a couple. He was on all of them too. So
that's how he knew you was on all of them.
He chased me all over the internet, is what I like to say.
Where you going, gal? Where you going? Mika Baldwin says, I agree. Once I make it known that I'm interested, you got to do your part to reach out. Great point.
I like that, yeah.
And
don't nobody want to feel like they're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to feel like I'm nagging you. Show some interest back. Yeah, I get that.
Even Eric Badu said, you show improve or get the boot. Then you got to call Tyrone. So, yeah.
I think, well, we know it's not love at first sight. It's definitely established that love at first sight is not the
common, because we can't tell people how they felt, but
right.
I'm gonna say it's not
I think, like I said, there's anomalies to it. It's not the norm, and it's not something that will happen in general. I don't know. I mean, we're not even considering. I think the younger you are, the more apt to that happening that can happen. And I think the older and more experiences you have, you got more schema. You like, I can't be jumping into that without knowing a little bit more. So
right,
I think it's definitely
more cautious. Yeah, you're more cautious you're cautious when you get older. It's just like when you're younger, it's like, oh, we can jump off this, we can drive real fast, we can do blah blah blah. But then when you get older, you like, girl, slow down, wait a minute. It's the same thing with jumping into that love stuff.
Ivan says, I'm gonna start a new dating site called Plenty of Black People Meet Fish Mingle Christians.
Oh dear Lord.
It's the encouragement for me.
Do it, dog. Listen, y'all laughing, and then when he hit that $1 billion idea, we all gonna want to go over to the house. We all gonna want to hang out.
Not me.
Some folks gonna sign up. They gonna sign up.
They might sign up, but then when they find out all them names have been combined, and then you ever had bad luck on Christian Mingle, and don't go on there either. I heard, because there ain't no Christians on there trying to mingle. And what was that? He said Plenty of Black People Meet Fish. Let's do.
He said, let's be co-founders.
Oh my God. Yeah, Mr. Gay, go ahead, be a co-founder. I don't like it.
But hold on. So it could be love at first sight online.
Yeah, my I feel like Jeff felt like he loved me before we met. But I mean, he could tell me if I'm wrong or not.
No, he already confirmed. He has made it clear.
But
I met online. He said it was love at first sight.
To his defense, my profile picture was bomb. I mean, it was amazing. I mean, I would love me too looking at that picture.
You had that red lipstick.
You really need to give yourself a little bit more credit, Doc. I mean, you're being. Don't be so shy. Don't be so shy right now, okay? Look, he didn't have a chance. Nope, many of them didn't have a shot. It was just like that. You know what I mean? All right. What did Jeff say?
She right.
He said I'm right. Mm-hmm. He said it didn't have nothing to do with the profile picture, but okay, cool. He said modest.
Modest much? No.
Very.
Good.
Yeah.
Facebook just said, hello, everyone. Going to let everyone read a poem I've written containing dating.
Who is this? Who are you? Sorry, but and put it on there.
Yeah, we'll just we'll let people read it in the comments. We got you, Facebook.
Thank you for sharing.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing space with us and sharing your perspective. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, last words.
It ain't tricky I'm sorry. If you see somebody that's sexy fine, walk up to them and tell them. Maybe that's the first time they got a compliment and ye.
I think if a man walked up and said, I think this is love at first sight. Hey,
We
my
would be
name-
creeped out. We would be
Okay,
like,
spitting out
stalker
drinks
much?
all over the place.
I
Oh, Will
knew
end
them
up
two was
saying,
gonna go haywire.
nigga, what? That's what we'll probably say too. But I'm sorry, we were talking about final thoughts. Yeah.
Hold on, you want to read her comment first before we go into final thought?
Kimberly Mama P says, all the catfishing that's going on, the attraction may not be the same with the online date.
Okay.
Oh,
And
Mr.
Kimberly-
Lloyd Phillips Jr.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Lloyd Phillips Jr.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Last words.
Ladies first.
You got it.
Yeah, but ain't tricking if you got it, or but that was it. I didn't know y'all heard the whole thing, but yeah.
I think my final thoughts are: if you see something you want, go after it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Closed mouths don't get fed. Furthermore, please go to my Instagram, Latoya the Therapist. Click the link in my bio. Check out my conference. It's going to be amazing. March 18th with the VIP experience starting at 12:30. Doors open at 1:15. You want to be there. All right, E, you.
All right. No, mine is more formal. Just I think love at first sight is possible under the right circumstances. And I believe that, but in general, no. It's I think we come to the conclusion that it's really lust driven, but I think all those components are important in the full process of what we would call love. Lust is a part of love, and love is a part of lust. So either way, I think people just need to just accept and be happy and get out there and get to someone, because it is not good to be by yourself in these days and times.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah, I think, because nobody want to be by themselves for real, for real. People be saying it like, I'm good by myself. And I think that people are good by themselves, but I don't think they want to be by themselves. Like, we're human.
No,
We're
you're right, Don. You're right, Don. They good by themselves, but they not their best.
Yeah. I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force.
We together.
We're together.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. That's Neo. That's from the book of Neo.
Absolutely. As always, man, my co-hosts, they keep it challenging. They keep it turned. And if it was a piece of toast, they keep it burnt. So I'm just going to tell you, this entertainment that we be bringing, no, I don't know what I got into. I just want to thank everybody for joining the show. I don't know what's happening. Maybe I didn't put any alcohol in my drink. It was just, a little soda. But no, I just want to thank everybody. Definitely want to thank our viewers. Thanks for the commentary. Y'all keep it rolling for us. Thank you for your being here, just for your dedication. We have a lot of regulars, man. We really appreciate you. You mean a lot to us. And again, we just thank you for everybody keeping it cool. This is perspective. What is going on? This is perspective, and this is really, our platform is really about being able to share different points of views, different life experiences, and different opinions. Just making sure that we, keep it respectful. And at the end of the day, we're not right or wrong. We just know that we're different. So thank you again. We appreciate you, and we'll see you on next week at 8:30 on The Perspective.